I'm Anusha. Welcome to Storytime. And today we're going to read Henry's map. Please do let me know where you're tuning in from, the comments, and let's do this, shall we? Okay, Henry's map. Ooh, guys, well, it looks like a farm. And it's beautiful. Look at those colors. It's beautiful. And meet Henry. Guys, that's Henry. For my sister Karen, who loves map. Who loves maps. Okay, Karen, this is for you. Okay, let's do this, guys. And look at Henry. He is so cute. Okay, ready? Henry was a very organized sort of pig. He liked knowing exactly where everything was in his tidy little sty. Guys, well, meet Henry, and he likes organization. As you can see, his room is so clean, and look at them dusting, and he is organized sort of pig. He straightened his mirror and smiled. A place for everything and everything in its place, he said. Henry looked out his window and frowned. What a mess the farm was! How could anybody ever find anything out there? Then he had an idea. Now, guys, he's at his house, he's at his room, and everything is organized. As you can see, it's clean. There's his mom's portrait. And then when he looks out his window, he finds that, well, it's not like his room. It's everything is everywhere, and he needs to organize it. Then he had an idea. I shall make a map, he said, so that everyone will know that what belongs where. He went to his cupboard for his pencil and some paper and brought it to his table. The first thing he drew was his tie. Then he drew a picture of himself next to it. Okay, guys, the adventure begins to organize the farm. And what does he do first? Well, he makes his own style. And look at Henry. That's Henry's style right there, okay? Then he rolled up his map and marched outside. Now that he drew his style, now he needs to examine every places so that he could draw a map and organize everything. So now he's marching outside. At the woodshed, he came across Maisie, Daisy, and Clementine. "Bah, what are you doing, Henry?" they asked. "I'm making a map of the farm," said Henry. "Oh, how exciting!" cried the sheep. "Are we in it?" "Yes, you're right here," said Henry, and he drew a square for the woodshed with 3 sheep beside it. Guys, look at that woodshed he drew. Well. It is looking good, guys. There's a woodshed and there's sheep, and well, it's getting organized. The sheep clapped their hooves together. Oh, yay! We are in Henry's map. Look at that. They're so excited. Henry walked across the meadow and came upon Abigail sitting in the shade of a large oak tree. "Hello, Henry. What are you doing?" asked Abigail. But before he could answer, the sheep cried, "Bah, he's making a map of the farm and we are in it." "Really?" said Abigail. "Can I be in it too?" "Certainly," said Henry, and he drew a scribbly circle for the oak tree and a picture of a cow. Guys, look at that. Now his map is growing. There is a sty, there is a boo. He's drawing a oak tree for Abigail, and then again. Look at that. He drew a woolshed for sheep. Well, it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. Henry continued on his way until he saw Mr. Brown grazing by his table. "Hello, Henry. What are you doing?" neighed Mr. Brown. And Maisie, Daisy, Clementine, and Abigail quickly shouted, "He's making a map and we are all in it!" "Remarkable," snorted Mr. Brown. "Is there a room for a horse?" "Of course," said Henry. He took out his pencil and drew a square for the stable and picture of a horse. Now, by the time Henry arrived at the chicken coop, all the animals were in an uproar. "A map! Henry's making a map and we are all in it!" they exclaimed. Now, he drew a square for the coop and 3 chickens. "Now," he said proudly, "we'll know where everything is." And now it's ready, guys. Now he's drawing. He drew everybody. He included everybody in it. Now everything is going to be organized. Look at that. "Follow me," said Henry, leading the other animals up the hill. "I'll show you my map." Okay, guys, they're all very excited to be in Henry's map. And look at that. They're all following Henry. Yay! They're all following Henry. And look at that, guys. Henry's map. It is so cute. That's Henry right there in his tie. That woolshed for the sheep. And that's Mr. Brown, the horse. And then we have Abigail, the cow. And we have chickens, guys, as you can see. Look at that. It's really cute. And it's really organized, as you can see. And it's a farm. It's a farm, and he has organized everything. Okay. Ooh. All the animals looked at the farm. Then they looked at the map. And then they looked at the farm again. Like this. "But we're not there," pleaded the sheep. "We're gone," whinnied Mr. Brown. "Oh no," moved Abigail. "Where did we go?" squawked the chickens. Henry looked at the empty farm. There was no sign of animals from his map. No, guys. As you can see, there's animals right there in the map. But then again, the farm looks empty. Where are the animals? Where are the animals? Well, it's not the same as the map. What's going on? Oh no. Down the hill they dashed, Henry leading the way, clutching his map. "Okay, we gotta get to bottom of this. Where are all the animals in my map?" He rushed to the chicken coop, staring at his map. "There should be hens right there," he said. "Here we are," puffed the hens, running up behind him. "Thanks goodness," said Henry. Guys, chickens, you there? Abigail, you there? And pigs, you there? The sheep's there. Look at that. He ran onto the stable. "Mr. Brown," he called. "I'm right here," snorted Mr. Brown. "What a relief," gasped Henry. You can see, guys, now every animals are heading to their destinations following Henry's map. "Abigail," he yelled when he reached the oak tree. "Coming," moved Abigail, running to her tree. "Thanks heavens," said Henry. "But what about those sheep?" "Here we are," cried the sheep, dancing on the woolshed steps. "Your map was right after all, Henry." But Henry needed to be sure. He hurried back to his sty and threw open the door. There was no one inside. He tiptoed over to his mirror. Slowly he looked into it. "There you are, Henry. Just where you ought to be. A place for everything and everything in its place." Guys, now, not only did he organize his room, he organized everybody's room and he organized everybody's place, and he drew a map so that everybody could find their place. And look at that. And everybody are in their rightful place. That's Henry, that's sheep, those are the sheeps, and that's Abigail, and that's Mr. Brown, and those are the chickens. And look at the beautiful farm. They're all beautiful and all organized together, as you can see. This is such a beautiful story, and it's written by David Elliot, and he lives right here. That's Mr. David, and he lives right here. David Elliot lives in Port Chalmers in the South Island of New Zealand. Before becoming an award-winning author and illustrator, David had many different jobs. He was a dishwasher in Antarctica, a teacher, even a gatekeeper at a zoo, though he was never a map maker. So that's amazing, David. Look at that, Mr. David. And look at that. That's Henry. I know, Henry, lovely little pictures. I know, it's like such a beautiful illustration, like watercoloring. And as you can see, look at the beautiful farms. They all live together, and Look at Henry, Mr. Henry, organized Henry, organizing everybody, organizing himself and everybody, and they're so happy. They are so happy to be in Henry's map.